Hi Caroline! Hello. I'm just going to check that everything's set up, and if I'm standing you can kind of see me, my head's kind of cut off. Okay, let's try it back a little bit further. Now we can't see the mat too well. We love the logistics of this. Okay, let's go down a little bit more for me. I think that's pretty nice, but can you see me if I'm standing up now? Not quite, okay. So yesterday I practiced this with the camera the wrong way, so I'm practicing it with the camera this way, which is why it's proving difficult to get me in the screen, and I am extremely tall. I think we'll be good here. I think this is okay. Hi everyone, it's coming on, how exciting. Nice of you all to join me. How are we all feeling today? What's it been like working from home? What's it been like in general? Yeah, you can fit me all in. Let's have a little reshuffle. When you go live, this is just one of these things, you've got to just see what works in the moment. So let's get some nice music on, and hope you've all got your candles lit, hope you've all got a pillow, hope you've got a nice cup of tea, a nice glass of water. Let me know if you can hear that music at all. Hello. I'm just going to go and grab a quick glass of water as well. So if you're here, it would be really nice to click the thumbs up button. You can write me a comment, see as Caroline has done. Oh, hi Natalie, how are you? So I'm just going to go and grab a glass of water. I just want you to make sure you've got yoga mat, something comfy, maybe a blanket for Shavasana, and maybe a pillow or block bolster, whatever works best for you. Here's my button in the screen. Okay. So let's have a look at the messages. I'm glad you're all good. I just think it's a nice little way, like if we can't go out and about and practice, or if we can't go out and about and do our normal bits, it's just a nice way to, like, I don't know, get your practice in and yeah, feel a bit connected with some other people, because if people are self-isolated, it can be a bit nuts, can't it? Oh, hi Michelle. So where are you in the world, Michelle? I feel like you're Sweden. Are you in Sweden right now though? Do you live in Sweden? Oh, this is so exciting. I love seeing everyone coming on live. Okay, we've still got 10 minutes till we go live. So if you guys have any questions or anything about yoga related, life related, whatever really, we could just have a little chat. I'm sat this close to the camera because otherwise I can't see the comments. You're at home in Sweden. Oh, lovely. How is life in Sweden? What's it like over there at the minute? I wish I could see it. It says 6 people online, but I can't actually see who those people are, so. Can you let me know if you can hear the music in the background? It is very quiet, but or if you want me to turn it up a bit louder as well. So Reese is going to be joining us for the class. He's excited. Okay, I was like, yeah, and this is a nice nighttime flow. So it'll be completely different to what you did this morning. Let's have a look what other comments are on here. I don't know how to keep the comments on the screen, unfortunately, but I think this is going to be okay. I think this is going to be great. I think it's going to be lovely. So if anyone hasn't practiced before, just seen a big white patch on the floor. I don't know what that's from. I didn't just fall over live on the screen with that. That would have been great. If anyone hasn't practiced yoga before, and this is going to be quite an easy flow. But also, if you have practiced before, it will be quite challenging. So I always feel like yoga is as easy or as hard as you make it. So making sure in every posture we're focusing on our breath, we're focusing on the body, the alignment of the body, and yeah, giving it your all, listening to your body when you need to rest, let yourself rest. You can come into child's pose. If you've never practiced yoga before, I will just show you child's pose quickly. So we'll sit down with the knees together, or an option with the knees wide. Arms can come out in front and you let the head rest towards the floor. If you're miles away from the floor, you can bring a pillow up here. Anything you've got in the house will do, a bolster, a block. And you can just rest your head onto the pillow. And you can take child's pose at any point during the class you feel like you need a bit of a rest and a bit of a chill. So I just made some cookies with, they only had 3 ingredients in and they were really, really yummy. So I'll just share them with you. You can see Reese. Hello. Say hello to everyone. So we've got so far, hello L, LB. We have someone from Sweden. Cool. Which is cool. It's nice, everyone's just writing little comments. That's Emma from France. This is cool, isn't it? Isn't it crazy? I know it's obvious, but I normally, because I just pre-record videos and I don't really know who sees them all the time. It's crazy to think there's people all over the world watching. It's exciting. So we've still got 5 minutes till we'll start. So just make sure you're nice and comfy, wearing something nice and comfy. You've got a glass of water in case you need one. You've got your yoga mat, obviously. Maybe light a candle, find a pillow, find a blanket for Tadasana. Natalie from Kittle. I know where that is. Oh, I don't know what happened then, sorry guys. I clicked that by accident. So, can everyone hear the music? Oh, my friend's just texted me to say she's watching, but she can't comment. Okay. There's like a little box, I think. But anyway, if the music's loud enough, just click the thumbs up button. I'm just going to go shut this door in here because it's a little bit chilly with the draft. Hello everyone that's joining. Welcome, welcome. Volume is good. Okay, that's good. I can hear you fine. Do you have your phone? Do you know what time it is?
Laptop's up there.
Okay, I'm just gonna check the time. yoga ready from Sketty. I love it. Hello, hello. Oh, it's so cute that you could just see everyone here. I love it. So I'll just yeah. Music feels loud now. Some music feel loud now.
That's it.
Hi, Connie. Oh, so cool. So masters. What's that? Okay, I'm going to. I'll get 2 minutes still. I won't start because if it was me, I wouldn't be on yet. So I'm just going to show again quickly, anyone that hasn't practiced yoga before, I'm just going to show you child's pose again quickly. You can just sit and rest in this pose while we're just waiting to start if you want. Really nice way to open the body. We will actually be starting in this position anyway. So you can either take a wide leg, knees together, let the head fall down to either the mat or a pillow. And you can just take a few breaths and check in with your breath here, just while we're waiting to start. Iron, hello. Oh, that's improved, isn't it, Grace? Okay, so I think we'll start. Let's go. So before we begin, I'll just do a little introduction. Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to basically do this live video because there is a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and it might mean that you just feel a little bit stressed and uneasy, maybe a bit anxious. And for me, yoga is all about learning how to be calm when there is all of this stuff going on, because in life there is always something going on. Life isn't smooth sailing, it's not easy breezy, but it's learning how to react and how to be in those certain situations that are challenging and aren't easy. The moment you want to leave a posture, and this is how we train the mind to stay in each posture, learn to be calm even when perhaps the leg might be burning, something might be sore or achy. So today's practice, my intention behind today's practice is for us all to practice together, for one, and secondly for us to try and find some peace, try and find some calmness, take our bodies from a state of stress to calmness. So we're going to work with the breath at the end of the class. So I would love it if you could stay for the whole class, as there's really important parts towards the end of the class. We'll practice our breath work and our meditation, and even if you've never done these things before, this is the basis of yoga. Yoga originated to reach enlightenment through meditation. We practice the asana, the physical part, to get us to be able to meditate and find peace. So really, if you skip sort of the end, you're kind of skipping the whole point of the class. So I would love it if you would try and just make your way through the whole class. I mean, the world is on shutdown right now, so if you could just give yourself at least this 1 hour to hopefully will be perhaps a little slower than you're used to, because I teach traditional Hatha Yoga, where we hold the postures for a little bit longer. And sometimes finding that stillness can be really challenging for some people, because they want to be moving all the time. They want the mind to be busy and active. But when the mind is busy and active, we can't hear what's going on. We can't listen to what's going on within ourselves, within the body, within the mind. So throughout this class, I hope that you can connect with the body and connect with the breath. Really just focus on your breath. Listen to my instructions. Try and just intuitively move. If you need to look up at the camera, obviously do so, but try and just take some time to check in and trust what's going on. So to begin, we'll come into child's pose. Either take wide leg, you can bring the knees together. If you have any pain in the shoulders, You don't need to bring your arms up. You can let the arms fall down by the sides and either use a pillow underneath your head or let the head rest down to the floor. And here we're just going to connect in with the breath. So just notice the breath. Have you been rushing around? Is it short? Take a moment to really notice how the breath is today. So in yoga, we aim to breathe through the nose all the way through the class. If you need to breathe through the mouth because you're still quite new to yoga, that's absolutely fine. And at some points during the class, I will say breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. If at any point you want to take child's pose, just come and take child's pose as our resting pose. So now just elongating the breath. Try and extend those exhales. Really just release into the mat. A few more breaths here at the center. Each breath. Just take a moment to feel the hands. Almost grip the mat with the hands. Feel the parts of the body that are connected with the floor. Just use that moment just to ground yourself. Feel connected to your mat, to the floor, to the earth, to the universe. Keeping your head in between your hands, we're going to walk the head, drop in center. You should feel a nice stretch from the top of the tip of the left finger all the way down to the left hip. Really breathe into that left side body, so we're opening up through that left side body. Feel the ribs expand. Walking the hands back through center and all the way across to the left side of your mat. And this time feeling that stretch from the tip of the right little finger all the way down to the right hip. Opening up through that right side body. Two more nice full breaths here. Walk the hands back to center. Take 3 nice deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. With each exhale, let go of stress from the body, let go of tension from the body. Really sigh it out. If you want to take a few more than 3 by all. I'm going to walk those hands in. Draw the knees together if you took wide leg. And we're just going to take a moment sitting up nice and tall. Drop the shoulders back. We're going to bring the hands towards the face. Crunch the elbows towards the stomach. Really round through that back. If you want to bend all the way over, you can. And then we're going to open up, lifting up through the chest. Draw the arms out if you want to. You can bring the arms into cactus arms, try and keep a nice straight line under the elbows, draw the shoulder blades back towards each other. Nice deep breath into the chest. And on your exhale, we're going to crunch the elbows towards the stomach, really round over. Draw the navel back to the spine. Take an inhale, open the arms up. And again. Take 2 more rounds. Allowing the hands to release to the mat. You can cross the feet and sit back, or just bring the legs around the side and bring the legs straight out in front of you. We're going to set up for Asana. This is just a nice grounding forward fold. So forward folds help us to come in, have tight hamstrings, saving the fleshy bits out of the way. Get your sit bones nice and grounded on the floor. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Draw the navel back to the spine. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. Bring the belly down to the thighs rather than the chest. Inhale, come up a little bit. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise yourself up. And this time we'll let the hands fall down to maybe the legs, the thighs, wherever they fall, ankle. Just that straighten through the spine. And exhale, think about bringing the belly down to the thighs rather than the chest. So I bring the chest, I start to round. I bring the belly, I keep a nice flat back. Let the head and the gaze release in between the feet or the legs. And just take some nice deep breaths here. With each exhale, you can lower slightly lower down to the thighs. So really focusing on your breath. Without the breath, you'll just probably stay in the same position. The last breath here. With a nice flat back, walk the hands up the legs. And just sit nice and tall, down Tadasana. Shoulder blades back, palms grounded into the mat. Just feel the sit bones in the mat, the heels on the mat. And just take a moment, close down the eyes. Just feel your presence, your energy. Start to find some gratitude. So the fact that you showed up, you're practicing here tonight. That is gratitude towards yourself. Okay, I'm going to let the back come down to the mat. And we're going to begin a rock back and forward. So come on all the way onto the back of the head, really waking up the spine. So if you want to use your core, you can take the hands off the mat. If you don't have that to a strong core and you just don't feel it, use those hands to push us up. So we're going to come to a standing position at the top of the mat. Whenever you're ready, standing nice and tall. Perfect. So we're going to stand nice and tall in Tadasana mountain pose. Palms face forward. Ground the feet into the floor, into the mat. Tuck the tailbone underneath. Draw the navel back to the spine. We're not just standing here. We are standing as tall. This is a posture, it's a pose. Drop the shoulders. Take the gaze slightly higher than eye level. And take some nice deep breaths into the chest. Exhale out the mouth here if you want. You can shrug the shoulders if you want. Whatever feels good, check it in with the body. we're going to practice some forward folding. So if you take the feet to a nice wide stance, so to check you've got the legs wide enough, you take the arms up and just check that the wrists are in line with the ankles. Now, normally most people stand with their legs slightly too close together. So if you're standing with them quite close, take them that little bit further, push yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. So take a nice deep inhale, we're going to rise the arms up overhead. Exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift yourself up, nice flat back, draw the navel back to the spine. Exhale to fold again. We're hinging from the hips. Inhale, rise yourself up, nice straight back, try and keep the arms up by the ears. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale all the way up. And exhale, a pillow, a block, whatever you may need. If you are using props, you can just place it underneath where the head would be. If you're quite flexible, you can take the hands back in line with the feet. And if again that's quite easy, try taking the hands away towards the back of your mat and then walking them back even further. Releasing the head down. Now I want you to try and find some stillness in the body. So if you need to close down, or I want you to keep your eyes nice and steady. So find a point to focus the eyes on. The ancient yogis say that the eyes are the gateway to the mind. So if the eyes are jittery and all over the place, it's a reflection of what's going on in our minds. So by focusing the eyes, we can help to calm the mind. Find some stillness in the body and the mind. All that should be moving is the breath. If you've walked the hands back, you can walk them back forward now underneath the face. So we're going to take an inhale, halfway lift, so just come up onto the fingertips. Nice flat back. Exhale, inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale to fold. Last one. Nice flat back, draw the shoulder blades back, push the chest towards the floor. Exhale, fold. From here we're going to walk the hands around to the left foot, all the way up. Turn the toes of the left foot to the top of the mat and come onto the ball of that back foot. So you're in a nice low lunge. If you need to drop the back knee, you can, and untuck the toes. We're going to lift up that back knee if you dropped it, ground the foot at the back, 45 degrees, and we're going to cartwheel the arms open into warrior 2. So I want you to have a nice bend in that front knee, make sure the knee is stacked over the ankle. If you look down, you should be able to see your big toe. Take your gaze out, noticing there, they're being pulled away from you. So every part of the body is engaged here. Nice deep breaths into the chest. We're going to slowly lower that left forearm down to the thigh. Take that right arm either up and stack the shoulders, or you can take it all the way overhead. Nice long straight line from the tip of the right fingers all the way down to the right foot. Make sure all 4 corners of that foot are grounded on the mat. That body up to the side of the room. We don't want to be over, we want to be open. If you want to take a bind here, by all means, if you don't know what that means, don't worry. Return yourself back. We'll lift all the way up, straighten that front leg, turn the toes in, and we're going to take the same the other side. So take the right toes out to the back of your mat, bend that knee, you can come onto the ball of this back foot. We're going to take that low lunge, so we're facing the back of our mat and a nice low lunge now. Taking the hands either side of the foot, lifting up through the chest. If you want, you can have that back knee lifted. Make sure the heel is drawing away from you if you have got that back leg lifted. And we're lifting up through the chest. Ground in that back foot, 45 degrees. We're going to cartwheel the arms open into warrior two. Take that nice deep bend on that front knee. Making sure the knee's back over the ankle, you can see your big toe. Arms are nice and strong and steady. Navel draws back to spine, relaxing the shoulders. Gaze over that front middle finger. Breath into the chest. Last breath here. Stretch it all the way from the left fingertips to the left heel. Open up. Again, option to take a bind if you did on the other side. Take yourself back to warrior. Ooh, you can straighten that front knee. Turn the toes back in. Release the hands down. If we need to bring the legs together, just give them a little shake out by all means. We're going to come back into that wide leg stance. So we're going to practice our Trikonasana variation. So take a nice deep inhale. Actually, before we do that, I'm just going to demonstrate it for anyone that hasn't practiced it before. So just watch my demonstration first and then we'll practice it together. So we'll take an inhale. The right hand, before we come back up, we take the gaze back down to the floor. We'll inhale to rise up. And the same with the left hand. We stack the shoulders. We don't want to put too much weight in this hand, it just sort of hovers. We gaze up to that top hand if we can, as though showing the neck. The gaze comes back down, we inhale to rise up. I might add an arm variation in overhead, but don't worry, if you just want to practice a simpler variation, that's fine. So if everyone comes to their wide stance, take an inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, lower that right hand underneath the face, hovering it. Take the gaze up towards that top hand, trying to stack the shoulders, really open up through the chest. Gaze returns back to the floor as we inhale, rise up. Exhale, left hand. Stacking the shoulders, looking up to that top hand. Gaze returns back down. Inhale to rise up, draw the navel back to the spine. Exhale, right hand. Take the gaze up. Return your gaze. You can start to move with the breath. When you know the movements, move with your own breath. Don't worry about my breath count. If you want to add an arm variation, I'll just show you. So we're going to stack the shoulders just as we did. That left hand's going to come over, square. Same again, left hand will come down, stacking the shoulders, looking up to that top hand. Get arm can come overhead. Open it back to the ceiling, and we rise back up. Last time, exhale, lower right hand underneath the face. Last one, left hand. Exhale, release the feet together at the top of the mat. Stand nice and tall, Tadasana mountain pose. Palms face forward. Take a moment to connect in with the breath, connecting with the body. You can take a moment to close down the eyes here. Notice how the body is feeling. Connect in with the body. So the body offers us feedback. So there's a little niggle in your knee or your shoulder. That's the body trying to tell us something. It's not something to be ignored until it's worse. Always listen for the body's feedback and do something about it until it gets too late. Okay. So we're going to practice 3 rounds of Vayu Namaskar. So everyone comes to the back of the mat. Vayu Namaskar is a sun salutation. So sun salutation means bringing heat into the body, bringing energy into the body. So normally we'd do these in the morning to enliven and awaken the body, the breath. We are going to practice some this evening, slightly slower than we would in the morning. And I will add some variations in as well. So we'll take a nice deep inhale. Take the feet hip distance apart. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees. Exhale, we tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We're going to step the right foot in between the hands, ground the back foot 45 degrees. Just make sure your legs are nice and strong. We're going to inhale, square the hips in front of the room, warrior 1. Exhale, deepen your warrior 1. Inhale, rise yourself up, straighten that front knee. Exhale, fold forward. Hands ground either side of the foot. We tuck the toe of that back foot. Step back. We're going to take our foot. Slowly lower the chest down towards the mat. Tuck the elbows into the side of the body. Inhale, lift the chest. You can take cobra, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot is going to step in between the hands. We're going to ground that back foot 45 degrees. Square the hips. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, deepen your warrior 1. Inhale, straighten that front knee. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Ground the hands, tuck the toe. Step back. Take your vinyasa, your chaturanga. Inhale, maybe take upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find some stillness in your downward dog. If you need to bend the knees at this point, that's fine. Maintain a nice flat back. Lift the hips high, push the chest towards the thighs. Really grip the floor with those fingertips, spread the fingers nice and wide. At the end of your next exhale, we'll drop the knees to the floor. We're going to walk the hands back all the way to the back of that mat in that low squat position at the back. Arms are going to come up by the ears. Inhale, we rise all the way up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, we fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, pull the shoulder blades back, push the chest towards the floor. Exhale, fold, release the head. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Sweep the thumbs into the sternum. So into your chest. Take a moment to notice your heart beating slightly faster. If you want, close down the eyes and really take notice of the body. And just find a little bit of gratitude here for the body. Think about what it does on a daily basis without you even asking. It gets you out of bed in the morning, takes you where you need to go, it rests and recuperates at night, and all the other miraculous things that our bodies do for us. Take that into consideration next time you're scrutinising the body for something or complaining about a part that's niggling, giving you some feedback that you need to listen to. We're going to take our next round of Vaya Namaskar. Release the hands down. Make sure the feet are underneath the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, come down to that low squat back of the mat. Hands come down to the mat. We inhale, walk the hands forward. Exhale, lift the hips nice and high, downward facing dog. We're going to add a variation and sweep the right leg this time. Three-legged dog. If you want to stack the hip over the left leg, you can. Flex the foot, lift out of the hands. If not, you can just take a normal step through.